Pathetic. Canelo Alvarez and DAZN using the Floyd Mayweather brand and name to try to sell a John Ryder fight. I won't deny it. I'm a John Ryder. You don't want to mess with me. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. ED. So, Canelo Alvarez fights in about 5 days, and nobody's talking about it. Now, I posted this tweet, and the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. Don't be surprised if Canelo starts talking about rematching Floyd Mayweather or mentioning Gervonta Tank Davis this week, since there is no big interest or traction for his actual fight, Canelo versus Ryder. And without further ado, I was right yet again. DAZN posts a video and the title says, The Making of Canelo, Episode 1, How Canelo Went Toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather. Boom. Damn, I'm good. So I seen this play coming a mile away. It opens up with Canelo watching on a projector or projection screen the Floyd Mayweather fight. He's talking about how he was offered the Floyd Mayweather fight when he was 18, even though he fought him when he was 23. And a bunch of stuff that really doesn't matter here in 2023. You fought Floyd in 2013, and 10 years later, to promote your atrocious fight that no one really asked for with John Ryder, you're using that fight to try to sell. Like, I mean, to me, it's just pathetic that DAZN is paying Canelo whatever they're paying, and I have no beef with that. I want to see fighters get taken care of and get paid, but from a business perspective, that's what I'm referring to. Paying him X amount of millions to not promote intelligently. Like, you notice we just came off of a super fight, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Credit to Ryan Garcia, credit to Gervonta Davis. They did an amazing job of promoting their fight. And you notice Gervonta wasn't talking about Devin Haney. He wasn't talking about Shakur Stevenson. He wasn't talking about Rolly Romero. He wasn't talking about Frank Martin. He was talking about Ryan Garcia. Now, barring there might be some people, a few boneheads in media, like bringing up, oh, hey, what about Devin Haney? But I remember Tank Davis keeping it short. He says, you know, we'll worry about that. I'm focused on Ryan Garcia, which is the Floyd Mayweather approach to those types of questions. Floyd fight Cotto. People ask about Pacquiao. I'm fighting Cotto. He's a young, strong champion. He's a hell of a fighter, like I said before, right? The best way to handle those types of questions, and I hope more fighters take note. On the contrary, you have a 30-plus-year-old Canelo Alvarez who is supposed to be the face of boxing, and to sell his fight, he's not talking anything about John Ryder or I watched John Ryder and this is what threat he brings or this is why I selected him. He's talking about a fight from a decade ago where he got whooped. And even the title is very laughable that DAZN says how Canelo went toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather. He didn't go toe-to-toe. He got whooped. He got beat from pillar to post. That's what it should be called. How Canelo got beat from pillar to post versus Floyd Mayweather. Y'all really got to follow me on Twitter. I'll be dropping bars over there too, but I tweeted, some of y'all stubbornly clinging on to this Canelo is the face of boxing stuff, and he really fights in 6 days. I posted this yesterday. I've heard zero buzz, seen zero promotion, so DAZN is content giving Canelo 40 million or whatever they're giving him and have no money left to promote the event or do an all access 24/7 type shoulder programming, right? And then I posted the tweet you seen earlier about how Canelo would use Floyd Mayweather's name in promotion and Tank Davis's name in promotion. And that's what they came out with. The first thing that I seen promoting this fight on the week of the fight from DAZN was talking about some Canelo stood toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather from 10 years ago. To me, it's really poor. It's archaic. It's an archaic way of promotion. Instead of talking about the actual fight that's before us and what's happening on Saturday, you want to talk about a black fighter who retired undefeated and is doing exhibition. He actually has his own exhibition with John Gotti's son or nephew or whoever, and Canelo's still mentioning him. and his fans are saying, oh, I want to see a rematch now. Well, too bad. And my question to all of you is this: how you the face of boxing, but you're clout chasing a retired fighter or anybody? If you're the face of boxing, you shouldn't have to clout chase. People should be throwing stones at the throne. They should be coming for you and mentioning your name instead of you randomly fighting John Ryder, but then you're mentioning Floyd to try to hype up your fight. So to me, this is just a bad look, especially for those who are pandering that Canelo is still the face of boxing. How can you say that when we seen a super fight that was actually promoted well? Gervonta Davis had already scored the knockout versus Ryan Garcia, and the epilogue on Showtime on his YouTube, so not including whatever they did on digital and cable and things like that, but it's over 1 million in one day. Meanwhile, no one's really talking about Canelo's fight, as I stated. So it's a bad way. And I think another thing that Ryan Garcia fighting Gervonta Davis has showed us is if you make fights that people are clamoring for, never mind the haters, because the haters say, oh, why is Tank not fighting Devin Haney, or why is he fighting Ryan, or whatever, but it did colossal numbers. Some people were saying that Gervonta versus Ryan should have been on free TV. Why on earth would it be on free TV when it did over 1 million buys, something that Canelo hasn't even done recently? Canelo versus Caleb Plant was his best numbers recently, and that did 800K, which is good numbers, but you got passed up by the younger fighters, Tank and Ryan. So that fight proves to the world of boxing, if you make fights people want to see, then you'll get traction. No one wanted to see John Ryder, but conveniently Canelo, his base, the Chupapi Muñeños, the Cinnabons, they always have an excuse. When he gets whooped by Bevo, oh, it was his hand was messed up. When he's fighting and no one's talking about it, somehow he's still the face of boxing. They say, oh, it's because it's in Mexico. Oh, this is just a tune-up. It's always an excuse. But I don't got to make excuses because I'm the best in the business, and I'm out.